Neon white.
Hello, it's time for part 6 of my collection of neon white amethysts. Since we're getting halfway there, it's starting to get hard to collect these amethyst metals since there are no truly easy levels left. There are a few levels that I've improved on that I've previously showcased. It's a little less than last time, but it's still a significant amount. I still have 10 more levels to show, so let's start with...
I just keep getting better and better.
I'll be honest, even though this is the third level in the game, this level is very forgettable. There is another route you can do for Amethyst, which I used to do, but I found that route was awkward to pull off and ultimately slower than the route I took. Sniping every enemy is hard with the narrow windows, blind turnarounds, and minimal time to do so, which also makes the bullet boost hard to do. There was a slight buff to the Amethyst, so I continued grinding to get a time under 7 seconds.
I just keep.
This one is one of the few easy remaining levels that I just decided not to do until now. The main make or break part of this level is getting the bullet boost from the first and second jumper. People tend to shoot the balloon with the Godspeed before dashing, but I find it easier to just katana it, as I don't find there is any risk of touching the balloon. The reason why the audio is unusual is because I got this PB during the Joker tournament against Loki, which was the deciding level that made me move on, but the audio was turned down as a result. It's just a really simple level, so there's not much else to say about this.
I just keep getting better and better.
This was a level that I hadn't played in a while and wanted to revisit it. The hardest part is the ending, getting a good angle with the first barrel to elevate straight up to the second set of barrels, and then getting a good angle with those to immediately get to the goal without the use of a stomp card. The rest of the level is fairly simple and enjoyable to play though, as you don't need to do anything fancy up until that point to get the amethyst.
I just keep getting better and better.
I did this one with the old route initially because a tutorial was made about it. As I said before, I play at 60 FPS, so the shocker boost at the end was really easy, although I easily overshot the goal and it forced me to Godspeed instantly afterwards. The rest of the level is very simple, if not a little boring, since it is basically an auto-scroller. I was hesitant to use the shocker dupe route as I hadn't tried to hit those yet, until a modification to that route was revealed that didn't require using dupes. The hardest part of that route is the 2 shockers at the end, as they are very far away and need to be hit with one attempt. Once you get consistent with those 2, the route becomes very fun.
I just keep getting better.
I'll be honest, I used to hate this level. Hitting all the enemies was an absolute nightmare for me when I started out speedrunning this game. But with a lot of practice, I've come to enjoy this level. I needed to get far below the Amethyst time due to the update, and even continued to run a little after getting that. and believe it or not, that is indeed another chapter sweep. Chapter 4 is pretty easy to sweep due to the low amount of levels, and while I've had fun with these levels, they aren't for anyone, and it can vary for some on how much they want to grind these levels out.
I just keep getting...
This is not a level that I like, but more specifically the middle part, with attempting to kill the Guardian with a single fireball shot, which is very hard to do, and then turning around to fireball through both ringers, which can be very awkward if you don't position yourself right. I don't know why I played this level, it was probably just one of the levels I haven't played and wanted to do again. It's a short level, and mostly fine before and after that middle section, so there isn't much else to say.
I just keep getting better and better.
Like with Warehouse, this was probably just a level I hadn't visited in a while and wanted to. Unlike Warehouse, I had a lot of fun playing this level and actually wanted to continue playing after getting the Amethyst. The initial boost can be a little tricky, but the main issue is the barrel after, where it is very easy for you to miss the elevate and the shots right afterwards. The ringer boosts are weird, but consistent in the number of boosts that you can get. This is one that I needed to grind further due to the update buffing the time, and I grinded for a 14-second time later.
I just keep getting...
This is my second Chapter 9 medal, which was surprising for me. This level is surprisingly fun for how difficult it is, being able to go extremely fast at certain sections. The so-called Ohio Fireball wasn't the hardest trick to perform. That honor would probably be getting a good boost with the ringer after the first set of balloons. The ending set of balloons are somewhat easy, as long as you position yourself right before shooting. There is a slight reroute that is faster, but I'm fine with the route that I take. This is a level I chose because I had no idea what else I would play. Again, this wasn't a level that I liked. The start was extremely inconsistent and ended most of my runs. There are several points where you need to know where to jump or stomp to get an above water boost, which is fine for me but can be annoying for some. The ending height gain needs to be cut to get a good time, and I occasionally dropped off from stomping too late. It's one of those levels where I don't want to play it again now that I have the Amethyst medal.
I just keep getting better and better.
I decided to do something a little special for number 60, so I chose another difficult level to play. I tend to group this level with the state, but this level is so much harder. Hitting everything proved to be very painful. The initial bullet boosts were fast, the tripwire was far away, the mimic was blind, the jock was also blind, the ringers and bullets were extremely fast, and the balloon fast shots proved to be even more difficult, obviously the hardest part of the level. It's easily improvable, but not something I'm going to be doing for a while. And there it is, 10 more Amethyst medals to make 60. And yes, that means we are halfway done with this series. It's going to get longer and more negative, as I'm forced to play levels I don't want to play to get those Amethyst medals. I do have enough additional medals, so see you for part 7, and thank you for watching.